Conflicts and dependence over fossil fuels with other countries will greatly reduce if the United States switches to renewable energy. For example, on December 7, 1941, the Japanese staged a surprise attack on the United States Northern Fleet at Pearl Harbor. Japan did this because America stopped trading with them, including fossil fuels. Japan destroyed their fleet to acquire control over the trade in the Pacific Ocean, and in retaliation to the U.S. stopping trade with them. More recently, according to the Belfer Center for Science and International Affairs, the 1991 and 2003 Iraq wars were caused by the fight over the possession of oil reserves. Not only would switching to renewable energy improve foreign relations, but it would also improve the environment and decrease the rate of climate change. According to Energy Explorer, the most known cause for climate change is emissions of carbon dioxide from fossil fuels. According to the NASA Earth Observatory, the Earth's temperature has risen 1.4 degrees Fahrenheit since 1880. The temperature is rising steadily ever since the Industrial Revolution, which since then accounts for more than 2/3 of the gradual temperature increase since 1880. The Industrial Revolution was the first boom of the massive use of fossil fuels, emitting more and more carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. The rising Earth temperature can cause polar ice caps to melt, increasing sea levels and flooding coastal regions. Furthermore, the process of getting fossil fuels can devastate ecosystems. For example, on April 20, 2010, a BP oil rig exploded and the oil well cap broke. According to DoSomething.org, for 87 days, 200 million gallons of crude oil spilled into the Gulf of Mexico, affecting a total of 16,000 miles of coastline, and over 8,000 animals died from the spill, including many from the endangered species list. DoSomething.org states that even 6 years after the initial spill, it is still being detected and affecting the ecosystem in the Gulf. If the U.S. switches from a primarily fossil fuel energy to renewable energy, it will be less of a chance for the environment to be affected. You can see that I am holding starfish that live in Castine Harbor. These creatures represent the many that can be affected from the pollution of fossil fuels. The toxins that are in fossil fuels can kill mass amounts of animals by devastating their ecosystems and poisoning their bodies. The Office of Response and Restoration states, spilled oil can harm living things because its chemical constituents are poisonous. This can affect organisms both from internal exposure to oil through indigestion or inhalation and from external exposure through skin and eye irritation. Oil can also smother some small species of fish or invertebrates and coat feathers and fur, reducing birds and mammals' ability to maintain their body temperatures.